Hello, people. Welcome back to YasserTV. Welcome back to the channel. Listen, yeah, this is we've already got some madness going on in it, so we're not gonna say anything. You know what I mean? We're not gonna say anything. I know I'm late, by the way. I know. It's just that obviously, me being me, I had to get something sorted real quick, which meant that, bro, just show me the stream, bro. Yeah, this is it. We're chilling. We're good. Yeah, big up Luca, man. Big up every single time. These one crossing the ball again. They should have scored though, man. Obviously, it's good it's for Arsenal. It's good that they haven't yet scored, but should have scored, mate. Oh my days, man. Bro, who told Saka, yeah, to do Panenka? Do you know what I mean? Who told Saka to do a Panenka, bro? They're struggling against this low block, man. This bank, what is it, a 4-4-2? And occasionally it just goes up to that 2-4-3-4-5-6 in the back, bros. They need someone to shoot from outside the box. That penalty, if Real Madrid was given that penalty, then they would have gotten. If they were given a penalty, then yeah, man, it could have rattled Arsenal a little bit, but it's not. It's not doing it, man. Now today I decided to use StreamYard just to see how it works in terms of like ease of use. I'm still using OBS to actually show the Thinking about it, yeah, man. Come on, people, make sure you hit the likes. Free, it's free. Hit the like, subscribe. Tell me what the score, what you think the score's gonna be in the chat. Crosses the ball in, gets flicked on. Bro, Rudiger's playing all the way up front. Saka's down. They need to do better, man. Real Madrid needed to score at least one. Come on, people. 2 people in the building. Just hit the likes, subscribe. It's currently 0-0 or just approaching half time. Odegaard with the ball. And it gets cleared from outside the box. Yeah, Odegaard's poor, yeah, man. And he's not even, bro, we don't call him a man. We don't even call him a man, bro. Because how do you give the penalty to someone else? You don't take the free kicks in the first leg when you're supposed to be the free kick taker. Bro, how is he captain, bro? Passes the, oh, Mbappe. Oh, almost. Almost. Oh, my days. I'm going to dispute 2 people in the building. Hit the likes if you haven't already. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. And then put your, you know, prediction in the chat for me, please. Leave your predictions in the chat. Or you know what? I'll do a poll. Poll. Start a poll. Oh, Bellingham tried to do an overhead kick. Oh my days. Final. I'm putting the poll in now, people. Putting the poll in now. Big up to everyone that's already been, showed love to the channel, hit the likes. Thank you very much. Thank you. Always appreciate it, people. Doesn't go unnoticed. I would have usually, I can't lie, I would have been on time, but today I had something to do, and usually on my watch alongs I do it on time. And when there's people in the chat, usually you can have conversations and do what you need to do. It is a big game, and you expect Real Madrid needed to score a goal in the first half. They needed to do that. It's in their best interest to, score, but they haven't. So now are we gonna see one of the maddest games in the second half? This is what it feels like. If we can get that, that would be amazing. See, a lot of new people are coming into the building, man. Just hit the likes, subscribe if you're new. I'm only, I think, 19 subs away from 200. The journey's been amazing. So yeah, man, big up to everyone. Martinelli and Vasquez. Thomas Partey flicks it over to Martinelli. Martinelli messes up and he runs it out for a goal kick. What a flick by Party, you know. So underrated Party, man. Doesn't get respected enough by his by his fans, in my opinion. Because I believe that the Arsenal would probably have not even won the first game, the first leg, if they didn't be if Party didn't do what he did in midfield. TTM, big up TTM. If he didn't do what he was, if he didn't run that midfield the way he did in the first leg, I know all the praise went to. Listen, bro, it's mad. TTM is mad. I can't lie, because Arsenal got a penalty first, and then Saka thought he was Palmer and tried to Panenka. What's his name? He tried to he tried to Panenka Courtois, bro. I told these man about their left back that plays at right wing, bro. Not every You can't tell me he's a baller if you ain't got flair. So obviously, he tried, bro. Saka tried to Panenka Courtois. Courtois saved it. Then on the other side, later on, Mbappe managed to get a penalty. Rice was holding him, but then it took like 10 minutes to check VAR, and they didn't give it. That could have been the catalyst for them, bro. Yeah. That's a second. Bro, imagine, yeah, if they didn't win the first game 3-0. If you didn't win the first game 3-0, you could have thrown away the game. Burn about pressure, you know. This is what happens. Declan Rice is in all kind of space. He passes it to Martinelli. He shoots. Saved. Oh, these man, bro. These Real Madrid team, I can't lie. Circulations, you know. This guy's crazy. But that's what, bro. What you know? What's crazy though? Yeah. How's Odegaard? Imagine Odegaard didn't give out the two passes, like the two free kicks. He didn't take them. He didn't have the chest to take them. He let Declan Rice take them. And now he's supposed to be the penalty taker, and he didn't take them either. He gave the ball straight to Saka. Yeah. Bro, he's not trying to hold any responsibility, bro. Any responsibility, he's running. You know them words? Yeah, I can't lie. Odegaard. I used to think maybe eventually he'll get better when I first watched him play, but then when I started to really deep his game, I was like, yeah, okay, cool. I hear it. Like, I get the type of player you are now. You know when you just know, yeah, you're that kind of player. So yeah, man, I don't think he's all that. Because when you watch him, they have a specific way of playing on the right hand side. So they used to have Ben. Everyone acts like Saka always beats his man. Saka beats his man. Saka beat bro. Neymar beats his man. All these proper wingers beat their man, and most wingers that we know that beat their man have flair. Do you get what I'm saying? These man ain't got no flair. Like you could tell because if you've played football, you know that he's just a guy that's been moved to play on the right wing, but he gets GA because he gets them the goals. They overlook his whatever, but the whole system is almost there to help him out because he gets the overlap from Ben White that takes that left back away from Saka, and then he just does a 1-2 with what's his name, with Odegaard. Or if Odegaard ends up running, he'll just cut to the left and he'll have time and space. He can shoot. Well, I have to give him credit because his shooting is good. Obviously, you know what I mean. So I'm not saying he's crap, but at the same time, don't try to tell me, oh, he's skillful. Oh, he's better than this, better than that. Bro, it doesn't work like that. And we know, if you've played football, you know. Some people, even if you play with this 45-year-old in Power League, he doesn't need legs. He doesn't need X, Y, and Z. It's just IQ, knowing when to turn, not to turn, all of that kind of stuff, bro. I have to say though, Saka protects the ball well. He does all the simple things really well. Do you know what I'm saying? So I'm not saying he's a scrub, yeah, but he's not world class. Do you know that's the thing. He's not world class. And even Arsenal fans are now saying maybe he's not world class. The problem with Arsenal fans, if Nico Williams or something comes in, who I don't even rate either, but if let's say he comes in, they'll start to kind of look away from Saka and look at, you know what I mean? Look at the thingy. This is my thing. Yeah. They just think he's techie, yeah. or he can dribble. But there's a even Declan Rice and that, bro. They carry the ball. It's called ball carry. There's a difference between ball carrying and dribbling. Do you get what I'm saying? If you don't know the difference, that's where the problems come from. You need to know the difference between the two. This is why even like some players will might have all that. I hear it though, because a lot of people say, yeah, but this guy doesn't have, he has tech, but he doesn't do X, Y, and Z. I hear it. That happens as well. You don't just want to have tech and nothing else. But you can't have tech and not be a good player, really. Do you know what I mean? It's weird. You can't have tech and not be a good player. Oh, look who's here. Saka missing that pen was a bit, but I agree with what you said about Saka. If it was 0-0 at half time, we're through to the last four. To be honest, I don't trust us against PSG. You know what it is? I don't know. I wasn't gonna do this watch along in it. It's just the prayers and the hope that if anything happens, I can be laughing. Besides that, the first leg is what done it for me, innit? However, I wanted to see what the Bernabeu test gonna be like. But all the Real Madrid fans, well, most of the real ones, they already said the thing's done, innit? So you can kind of tell that they were annoyed. But I don't know. Saka always buries it, and you could tell man didn't learn from the Euros. From that time, he was burying the shots every time, and then he thought, you know what? Declan Rice got his, big moment, taking free kicks. How about I do a Panenka at the Bernabeu? Bro, come on, bro. That one goal could have killed it. That could have killed it, bro. And yeah, TTM's right as well, but yeah, how can you say Saka's more technical than Quar? Bro, they're telling you they're top 4 wingers, top 5 wingers, closer to this guy, but Saka is from the same mold as Salah, bro. Similar type of players. You don't need that much tech. You don't need that. They just need to get in that position, and when you get a goal, you finish. All the other parts of the game don't really matter. The only difference is that guy, he runs like what's his name? He tracks back more. Saka tracks back more than Salah, obviously. Yes. So I think 6 minutes in, 7 minutes in, Saka dribbles from the right wing, fake shot, shoots, and then yeah, it was a dead shot though. Not really bottom corner, so obviously Courtois can reach it. Corner. Yeah, Asensio pulled someone down, Marino, I think. He's 22. Yeah, that looks like that Marino. 23, yeah, he pulled down Marino, given as a penalty. Saka stands over the pen and tries to chip the goalie and it's saved. It weren't even a Panenka, bro. It barely lifted from the ground. Like for Courtois to save it while he's on the floor, he's already dived and then he just does this, yeah. That tells you he didn't even kick it high enough for it to be a chip. Do you get what I'm saying? It's mad. Let me see what he's got to say. Yeah. PSG, listen, I watched PSG yesterday and they weren't playing the way they played against Liverpool. They were a bit more open yesterday. And what's that team called? Villa went way more direct, yeah. So they still managed to see it out. You know what I mean? They could have lost that or drawn that and took it to extra time, but they still, saw it to the end. But PSG, structure-wise, and the attackers can hurt you, bro. Similar to it's not the same as Real Madrid because Real Madrid's more like they do the freestyle thing. Everyone's just running everywhere, crossing the ball and all of that, and they don't really like playing low blocks, innit? I think they play. It's like a momentum thing. Once they score one, it starts happening. Yeah, TTM, you're right. The GA focused, efficient ballers. You have, but it's a system thing. This is where you can't expect them to do individual brilliant stuff and win you the league when they fully rely on the system to win them games, innit? This is the thing. It really they relies on the system, and the system is what creates them chances, right? And then they didn't move. They don't have players that have individual quality that can win you games. Yeah. So yeah, maybe Declan Rice done a thing where and then even then they got onto me for saying I didn't rate the first goal as highly as the second because the first one you could tell the wall was off because otherwise we would have seen so many footballers, yeah, curl the ball the way Declan, well, didn't curl, but beat a wall that way. The only player I ever remember seeing a video of him doing it was Roberto Carlos, and that was like 50 yards out or something. This is what I'm trying to say. Like, what that first one, you can tell the wall was slightly to the left. He just had to make sure it was past that the rough foot, the one that's near him, yeah. And then he was gonna curl towards the goalkeeper anyway. And the goalkeeper's relying on the wall to do his job, so he's more ready to jump to the other side. The second one, no doubt, crazy free kick, the cheek to even kick it towards the goalkeeper. You had to hit top bins from there. So me, yeah, but when you see other angles, you can tell. But for him to even score two in one game was amazing. So I can't even take that away from him, innit? So this is me. I'm honest. If the player has to get credit for something he's done, I'll give him the credit. I'm not gonna be that guy that just hates on someone just because I don't like him or whatever. Nah, if he's done his thing, I'm gonna say done his thing. What's going on at the Inter game? What's the Inter score, people? I ain't really heard anything about the Inter score. Let me have a quick look at the Inter score. Inter Milan matches 0-0. Bro, Newcastle 5-0. Isak, Shah, Barnes, Gay, Ongo, and Murphy. Wow. 4 goals in one half, Oh my days. I've taken penalties before, yeah. And usually I'm more of the guy that goes there and says, listen, I got an opportunity to score. I don't want to waste it for the team. So I'm just gonna place it wherever I'm thinking of placing it and I'm shooting in it. So I'm not gonna take too much risk, bro. And I know that you can be more, you can try do something if you're 5-0 up or whatever, I'll chip the goalkeeper or something. You could do that, but you don't want to be risking it. This has always been my thing, yeah. Bernabeu, you don't want to give him a sniff. Yeah, and why is it that all of us, yeah, all the other teams that have been Champions League and whatever, yeah, we always get the good Real Madrid. You know what I mean? Like, I had to face Benzema, Modric, and all of them shooting, doing outside of the foot shots and that. And these man just got hella man running around doing nothing on the pitch. You know, they had to get a poor Real Madrid side, bro. Yeah, bro. Yeah, for me, it was Inter when it comes to the parking of the bus. It's Inter and Atleti. But then Atleti always concedes in big games. Like, when they need to win and wherever, they concede, bro. That's what I'm at. That's my only thing about in Atletico Madrid. You can't rely on them. But in other games, solid wall, solid wall. Like you just hope that they make a mistake or lose their heads and get people sent off. Like that's how you kind of beat them, innit? This is why when we beat them in like COVID or the year after COVID with Tuchel, yeah, on our way to our Champions League win. Oh, bro, overhead kick goal from Giroud. What else was it? Overhead kick goal from Giroud. And I think at the end, even Emerson scored or something on the counter. He came off the bench and scored. Teams couldn't get the ball of us at the time. We were just passing it around, triangles, score at a certain time in the game, and just that's it, defend. And obviously, for not competition, but more like a competition football, whatever it's called. That's the things you want to do, innit? You just want to win the game. You don't care how you win it. You just want to win it. Oh, bro, listen, yo. For me, I didn't think that year. I didn't expect to win the Champions League because we had Lampard and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, so I never expected. I never expected to win the Champions League at the time. And then, man, it keeps going forward and forward. He beat Sevilla, and then you go to the next team, you beat them. I think when Tuchel came in, it looked like, okay, cool. The first game I seen, we finally have a structure. Okay, cool, we're a bit defensive. There's no more mistakes. Rudiger's back in the team. We look better. And then I think we brought in Mendy. That went well. And then it was like, things just looked like they were going well, innit? You go into like a game like, um, yeah, bro. You think I care how I won that Champions League? I don't care, bro. I don't care. But this is why when there was talks of Thomas Tuchel coming to Chelsea, I mean, sorry, going to United, I personally didn't want him to go to United. Me personally, I didn't want it. But I was saying that, in my opinion, um, and he would have been good. He would have been a good manager, innit? To even if he stabilized the ship for a while, got the confidence of the players up, done all that kind of stuff to get you into a good position morally and also on the table and stuff like that, while you're also removing players, then he would have been good. Oh, he's too defensive and this and that. Oh, blah blah blah. Bro, you look at Amarim, bro. Some of the things he's doing. Listen, I'll be honest though. I don't know what TT is gonna end up doing with England. You know what I mean? It could be a spy job thing. Yeah, where he just comes and sabotages everything. Yeah, like Pochettino with us last season. It could be one of them. But at the same time, when it comes to competitions, the way he sets up, he doesn't always go forward. He doesn't he studies the opponent, innit? And then the thing that I miss the most about Tuchel as a manager, that obviously having not had those kind of managers, is when he sees something going wrong on the pitch, he will tell the player, okay, you go back 2 meters, 3 meters, or follow that player, or do this and that. Okay, you know what? This is not going well. You come off the bench. You come off the bench. I remember when we were drawing against Spurs, struggling, and this guy went and we were just getting outrun in midfield, and we weren't doing well defensively. He went and he called Kante off the bench. He called someone else in the bench. As soon as you thought he had to make that change, he made the change. So you almost felt like the manager's seeing what you're seeing, which is nowadays, that's like gold dust. That's like gold dust, because nowadays I'm seeing everyone scream, oh, we're getting overrun, and the manager comes up and he just plays a player that he brings on a new goalkeeper or something. Do you know what I mean? Or he moves the line higher. All these, he does the opposite of what you're thinking. Whereas this is the thing, man. It's just frustrating, isn't it? And Amarim, listen, I've already said some stuff about Amarim. In my opinion, Amarim, I think he's just here for the bag. You know what I'm saying? Big up my guy, North Side. I already told him, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? I've seen the crookery they're on, yeah. He crossed the ball into the box. Alaba. Ah. Yeah, so when you start looking at his thingy, you start looking at his coaching staff and how they dress and all of that stuff. Yeah, I can't lie to you, man, bro. Man looks like he just went to the village and told the man them, yo, I got a job offer. I'll get you, man, to be the staff members. You know what I'm saying? Well, the coaching stuff and that. Listen, we're there for a couple of months. I already won the league with Sporting before. So how about this? Yeah, we just go and get the cash, mate. You know what I mean? Let's all get paid up and go back rich to the. Bro, that's what he's on. Because the Kobe, even me, I would have never thought of this Kobe Mainu false nine. Do you know what I'm saying? They're all coming up. I'm seeing old guys wearing hood rig jackets and whatever, and I'm just thinking, like, what's going on here? Corner, right? Maybe some of you know how many games we would have won if our manager decides to just do common sense. If some of our managers, if they just done common sense, we'd win so many games. Why is my internet low? Connection's unstable. I've never had issues with connection being unstable. Bro. This is crazy. My internet's good. StreamYard always moving mad. I remember Ran said when Amaran first came in, how do these Portuguese don't know about Hoodrich? Listen, listen, DTM, I don't know where you're from, innit? But I've realized that this happens. I've seen it in other countries where I didn't think there was JD Sports. Like, the first time I've ever seen JD Sports was in England. So I thought it was only a shop you have in England, right? So when you are in the airport, yeah, okay, cool. So when you go to the airport, there's a JD Sports. I reckon these man landed at Heathrow, and then at Manchester Airport, and I'm pretty sure I've seen it. Yeah. In Manchester Airport, there's a JD Sports. I reckon he landed, he no jacket, realized England's cold, and bought a jacket. You know what I'm saying? He was like, Hoodrich? Okay, cool. Tô cansado. You know them ones. I'm tired. Just give me a jacket. And he bought a jacket. That's what I reckon happened, bro. It can't be anything else. It can't be. So this bro. man just man, man just looked at what's his name? Central Seasting. You know what I mean? Just said, he was like, okay, you just wear one of them, the Tech Fleece and the Air Max. You know what I mean? They didn't even turn up in football boots, They didn't even buy no baggage. They just turned up. Wore bought the crepes and everything, yeah. I went straight to the stadium. It's only Amorim, innit, that came dripped out in the first place. Yeah. you know, when you buy a ticket from the travel agency, he was like, "What do you recommend us wear? We were trying to look young." They look like, bro. I swear, they look like undies. Them undies that walk around London and they just walk around looking for people. They just wearing tracksuits and yeah, they just look like undies. And you get one of them. What they got? 24 over to 25 copy. I got young architect IC3 in the building, making contact over. You know them ones, and he just feel. Yeah, man, they got robbed. Listen, he realized, yeah, the drip thing ain't gonna get him anywhere. Yo, Bellingham and Rice are fighting. You know what I mean? Because now they trying to play with their heads, but it's not gonna work. You need to score. This whole what's it called? Arsenal, because they're 3-0 up. You need to the way you beat Arsenal's by making them concede. As soon as they concede, that's when you. As soon as Arsenal concede, that's when you see them under pressure. That's when they start shaking. Yeah, yeah. I think he fell down and Rice is the one tackled him. So he tried to pull him down after he tackled him. Listen, people in the building. I got what 3 people in the building. Hit the like, subscribe if you're new. 4 actually. Let's get to 10 likes. You know what I'm saying? 10 likes target. They've been poor, man. They've been trying. It's just they haven't managed to get the goal. Rice got him, and Bellingham. Bro, TTM. I always see you and Rancis chatting that, bro. Once we started to see that Bellingham wasn't who he was, and that started when I think that started when he when he left Dortmund, because he was alright at Dortmund in my opinion. When you play him in a double pivot or whatever, he's usually alright. The minute he started to think that he's better than everyone else and he's playing in the 10 and all of that, that's when you knew. The minute that fell off, because you can tell he didn't have the technical ability, you knew straight away that it was not going to work. There'll be a time when it stops working, and he hasn't tried it since though. As in, Carlo hasn't been trying to get him to box crash anymore. Who else? You know them ones. Who else? When he tried to do the who else thing, yeah, he killed me, bro. And it's always those CBS, bro. The American report, like the commentators. Martinelli, what's he doing, bro? He couldn't think of a skill, He's doing this. He's standing on one leg and then on the other leg, and then standing on one leg on the other leg. Brother, you run out of skills. Yeah, Bellingham was just trying to take out, just trying to take out players. Odegaard, Saka's on his right. Odegaard flicks it right, flicks it left, passes it back to Thomas Partey. Great work. Listen, there's a few players, like Vinny, pass the ball, Vinny, pass the ball. Oh, bro, pass the ball. Bellingham recovers it, backs to Vinny. They're on the counter. Vinny shoots. Oh man, I swear down. Vinny he's another one. You see me, I watched his first season and he was good in the beginning when he was scoring all the goals or whatever. And then when that stopped, it was in March. And then remember, because they were saying Ballon d'Or shots. This is where the whole Rodri doesn't deserve the Ballon d'Or for me didn't make sense. Because the whole time they were saying Bellingham's winning it. And then when he stopped scoring and all of that, they started saying Vinny, but half of the year is gone by then. So where did you get the whole Vinny should have won it? And then Bellingham's pushing everyone, bro. He's pushed Rice. He's pushed Timber twice. Yeah, he knows. Yeah, he fully grabbed Timber and just dashed him on the floor, you know. Yeah, bro, listen, Rashford yesterday, he done his thing. I can't lie. He was doing his thing. Rashford yesterday, but you just saw glimpses of the old Rashford. Just doing just running at people, trying to, bring on danger and stuff like that. That's what it is, yeah. That for me, that's that Euros that you were talking about is where I seen the real Bellingham, the real Declan Rice. I saw what Kobe Mainoo can do as well. And he carried that midfield, bro, because Rice was rubbish. Ooh, they tried to score straight from a corner. David Raya almost fell in. Yeah, there. And then what's his name? Trent in midfield. That's another one. That's the day I realized he can't play in midfield. And then Vasquez shoots cleared with the header. Yo, Thomas Partey might get a concussion after this, bro. He's headed away like 4 shots from outside the box. Well, who's the other player that I didn't rate that I saw in the Euros? It was Rice, Bellingham. Yeah, Rice. I learned that he has to have someone holding his hand. If no one holds his hand in midfield, this whole he can play in the six on his own doesn't work, and he can't play even double pivot. He can only play a double pivot. Oh, free ball to Saka. He might fall over or something. Okay, yeah, he knew he wasn't going to reach that. See, in his mind, because he got that injury, he's not running all the way for it. He's just slowing down by himself. But to be fair, it was a good that he Asensio toe poked it. But this is the problem. Bellingham was running into everyone's way because he likes to do this thing where he floats from one side to another. He was running into everyone. His touch was bouncy, whatever, but he was getting some goals. He was also the one. I knew why he was playing there because he can box crash while Kane drops back, but it didn't work really. Real Madrid's on the counter. Thomas Partey's bypassed. Can someone make the run? Messed up. Final pass is just not there. Ceballos is on. Trent, you knew that he's rubbish in midfield, but when he inverts into midfield, it can work. Yeah. So he started to become a hindrance, yeah. And I'm not giving Foden a way out, but it's like, how does it work? You can't link up with your 10. You're a link up player. You can't link up with your 10. The only person you could probably link up with is the guy up front, but he's dropping all the way deep. So they expect you to go on that side by yourself. I don't know. That's just one idea. And then for me, when Bellingham first started playing for England, if you remember, he played in the double pivot with Rice, and it looked good. Both of them together working. And I think Bellingham was basically the progressive one, and Rice was the guy sitting. There's no way this stream died on me. Yeah. So they put him forward, and then they put him on the left. I've only seen Foden play well on the left a couple of times, ever. Do you get what I'm saying? So it's not his position. And he just forcing this Saka on the right. And then you already had someone taking up that 10. Bro, play Foden on the 10. You can move Saka on the left because he can play on the left-hand side. Do you know what I'm saying? You can build it around Foden to get him that support, to get the best out of them. And then he can go further up in the table. But no, we'll just play him there. Cool. We didn't have a left back. So when man said you can play Saka left back, they all cried like we were cussing their mum or something. Which didn't make sense for me anyway. I'm saying he used to play left back. We didn't have a left back. Play him at left back, and then you can utilize some of the people on your bench more who actually play in that position. We got to the semis, and actually someone. Yes, yeah, that's the thing. This is why I rate TTM. He got a brain, bro. Because I'm be honest, yeah, there's so many people that don't rate certain players because it's a yeah, but they saying that him playing a left back, it's like it's an embarrassing thing, and I'm like, bro, you're doing it for your country. If your country needs you in goal, you jump in goal, bro. I don't hear any of that rubbish, bro. Do you get what I'm saying? If your country needs you in the 10, play in the 10. If they need you on the left, play on the left. Do a job. There's no Palmer provides for me the way I would have done it. I would either played Palmer or Foden in the 10 or the right wing. So if you want Palmer in the 10, or if you want him on the 10, or they can interchange in the game, it doesn't matter for me. Yeah. And then either Gordon, but I'm not sure if he went. So if he didn't go, he'd put Saka, anyone on the left. Yeah, but if you already had a left back, they put him on left back. Do you get what I'm saying? And then you can put someone else you can play on the left wing. Do you get what I don't know. I don't even know who else we took that summer, yeah. But we could have taken a Sancho or any of them people that can play on the left to actually do a job on the left. And then if you think about it, if we have most of the possession, Saka's gonna play most of the time on the left wing. So it's not really that he'll be further forward anyway. So it doesn't matter. Oh, Martinelli just nutmegged Endrick, Bobby Charlton. And now they're gonna say all he done was flick it through his legs. Bro, they turn on their own legend, Ian Wright, for saying Saka can do a job at left back. So for them, it's more, we don't care about England, we care more about Saka, which to me don't make sense. When I watch the Dutch national team, I don't care where Zirkzee is playing, in the 9, at right back. If I end up winning the trophy, we had at Chelsea, we had Victor Moses playing at right wing. Did you think I was saying why did you play Victor Moses at right wing back? No. You know what I mean? Because you're winning. You can make different decisions. The reason why I didn't see it as a weird decision, saying Saka left back, is because he's the only one in that team at the time who's actually played there before, and it's his position. Do you get what I'm saying? If that wasn't actually the point, then I wouldn't have actually said it. Yeah, and he does whatever they want. He always praises them and that. Saka just scored. Yeah, Saka just scored. Yeah, listen, the fans are fuming. He looked offside though. He looked offside. And he hit them with this celebration, like who else? He's trying to do the who else thing. Mm. Yeah. He's offside. Eh, you know what? He looked offside from there. When the ball first got crossed in, he was offside. So he stayed in the box, moved to the middle, 1, 2, runs out. I think he was on when he got past the ball when he chipped the goalie, But when the ball first went over the top on the right hand side, he was off. He looked off. Because you can see he floats about. There's nothing he does really on the ball. He floats about and then he makes sure he's in the right position, which is great. Joker's not offside. All right. Some of these footballers. Oh, he intercepts the ball. They scored. Vini just scored. Vini just scored. Okay. Bismillah. Remontada. Remontada. You know what I'm saying? Some of these men are celebrating, you know. Oh my days. There's someone in the crowd there. David Raya. He rolled the ball to Saliba. And Saliba just tried to turn and Vina just got the ball off him, bro. Okay, yeah. What time is this gun? 9:30. Let me have a look because I've seen someone post something. Inter's winning 2-1. 4-2 on aggregate. Pavard just scored against his old team. Martinez scored, Kane scored. Okay. Real Madrid 1-1. Bro, listen, they kind of ruined it though. But I don't see 5 goals. If this came in the first half early, it would have been mad. Come on, we got 4 people in the building. Hit the likes. I said 10. We need 10 likes at least, people. You know what I mean? We need 10 likes, but we need 5. You know, so we need 10 likes, but we need 5 goals. This is what we need. Someone tag me in a post. Okay, but even when you watch Inzaghi ball, yeah, it's crazy. Inzaghi ball. Can I download this image? Once. What happened? Bro, this guy messaged me earlier. Where's the message? Ooh, the way he ran into the back of Thomas, what's it called? Thomas Party. Listen, he might be out for another 2 seasons, mate. I rate Inzaghi, man. And when you say when you see the way he beat when you see the way he beat what's his name? Oh, what was his name again? That Pep and them, man. This is sick. What do you see? It's sick. Let's hit the 10 likes target, people. Come on. I'm just trying to find. I need to send AJ something. I got a show with AJ that I do once a week. TTM. AJ is the guy that you were just chatting to earlier. That I don't know what his name is on this. Weird name, blood. Where is it? Officially uncensored. But his name's AJ anyway. He's an Arsenal fan, innit? Me and him do the whole that show. You know what I mean? because me and him always go back. Like he always tries to laugh at me when I lose, and I laugh at him when they lose or whatever. So we haven't got a specific date. We used to do it on Tuesdays, but we've just been busy recently. But I think was it tomorrow? We might be doing it tomorrow. I'm gonna be in contact with him. Just make sure you got notifications on, and I'll put a post before the show, like during the day, to let you know when time the show will be. If you got Twitter or you got Instagram, if you search like if you check YasserTV on there, I'll probably let people know when the show is. Because we're just trying to hold down a certain time first. The problem is just um you know what it is, yeah. When you start doing content creation and you got a job, it's a bit different. Depending on how your job is like, it's a bit difficult to find the time in it to do the show. So the way you would do it is after work, innit? So you'd come home, have dinner and all of that, and then you think, okay, cool, I'm gonna do. Obviously, football's after like 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, that kind of time. So you're right. You can do a watch along, match reaction. On the other days when there's no football, you can do like a match preview, all that kind of stuff. Yeah. But if you're gonna do shows, you and the other person have to have time. And I don't have a specific time of coming home from work because of I have to finish all my jobs to get home. So anything happens on the road, everything gets pushed back in it. And I like some people that have nothing to do or have easier jobs or whatever they do in it, they can do those shows in the morning or during the day in it. And that's where you can take so much. You could do a lot during your days. You have so many hours earlier, whereas the rest is just you can't even stay up late to do shows because you know you got work in the morning. So it's just balancing it out. So at this point, I'm gonna try put obviously schedule the show to do it early. Yeah, Mbappe rolled his ankle. That's why he's down. He tackled Declan Rice, but then when he landed, he twisted his ankle. His toe basically got ooh. I've done that to my ankle before. Ligaments, mate. If you do it too far, you can break it. That's what I'm saying. So if you schedule a show, for example, you were a content creator, you schedule so you get shaped, then it's like, okay, cool. I have to push it back. And then you end up either not dropping content because you're tired and you get home. Because you know what it is, yeah? The problem with the YouTube thing is not even dropping content because I can't drop content, innit? But you doing it for free. You're literally doing it for free. Until you hit the 1,000 subs and whatever the other requirement. Bro, 3,000 watch hours. Like 3,000 watch hours, yeah? The only way you can get through that is if you had like 100 people watching for 2 hours or 1,000 people watching for X amount of hours, or you get the views from the videos, innit? So the match previews, match reactions, all that stuff. So if you get lucky or you know someone who raids you and whatever, you can get through those hours quicker, innit? But at the end of the day, I do it because I enjoy it. I get to speak to people that I don't speak to on a daily basis. Obviously, some of you I know from chats and that kind of thing, innit? But yeah, man, bro, trust me, TTM. Some other watch alongs are lit. That I used to do. I've been so lucky that I'm like so many people that I usually like chat to in other chats like you and Ranches so whatever have like followed sub to the channel, yeah. And sometimes like even Young Valley and that they turn up in the chats, and then if even if it's my club, everyone just cooks in the chat, and it's so funny. You see, I thought about Twitch, yeah, but not for gaming. Yeah, not really. I was thinking of doing Twitch, like reactions and that, or even do other things because I think that the copyright thing's not as bad as it is on here. I'm thinking of doing some reaction stuff though. Um, but I have to sort that out. I'll see when I'm doing that. I just need to sort everything. I'm not using the StreamYard thing, innit? It's easy, but the way I'm seeing this signal thing on the top corner go down and up, down and up. I use OBS, mate. I do everything myself. So it's a bit easier. Martinelli's down. So why is he down? Yo, Carlo hasn't even lifted his eyebrow yet, mate. Do you know what I'm saying? It's like a yeah. I think you subbed to me when either I went on Faz's live and I spoke to him and I spoke to him about United before, I think, or s- on in the chat somewhere like a hooks or something. It's you probably got me from one of them. But I think Faz done a calling show once and I jumped on and I told him, yo, I'm not a United fan, but I wanted to have this conversation. But yeah, man, big up to you, TTM, every time. Man. So you made this show today. You made this show with me today. This is the thing about streaming. This the thing about streaming, especially watch along. There's so many other content creators that haven't been as lucky as I am in terms of I've had a couple people in my chats, even when I first started doing watch alongs, yeah. That I've never there's only think one or two watch alongs that I've done that I haven't been able to. I think the first leg of this was boring, bro. Everyone else was on other people were watching other people. But usually there's like 4 or 5 people in the chat. And this is when I had 70 subs or 60 subs. So I've been lucky with that, innit? When it's quiet, it's dead, especially watch alongs. Because then all I have to do is commentate. We can't talk about anything else. It's all Saka, this guy, Vinny's now all running on the wing, cuts in, gets tackled, free kick from outside the box. This is all I can do. And then it just ends up being one of those quiet streams, isn't it? Because there's nothing to do. I don't have any questions. No one's asking me questions, or no one's saying something to where you and I can have a discussion. That's where the things are. That's the hardest. Those are the hardest bits. The one thing I found about streaming is like um when you watch like like when you have people to speak to, it's easy. You don't even realize how much time's gone by. Like when I just looked up and I seen it's been an hour since I jumped on. 1 hour? You know what I mean? Only 1 hour? I've been on streams with people before it was 3 hours and I looked up and I was like, there's no way it's been 3 hours. Do you know what I mean? But those things happen. I wish I did. Let me have a look because I know Zir. I don't know if you know who Zir is. He's is that a goal? Is that a goal? No. Oh, he's not going to be live. It's the Bayern view. That's it. Yeah, from time flies when you're genuinely. But this is the thing. I do it because I enjoy it. I've been on like Northside's channel. I've been on Husam's channel before. I've been on what's his name? MHF. Big up Hussam every time. Zir Talks is the Arab guy that comes on Northside's channel. He's a Bayern Munich fan. And he was actually remember when Bayern played Arsenal, he was on the Big Six. He's a guy from Saudi. You'd see him on Jay the Hotspur Cave and mostly Northside's channel. And then he's on Omar BYT's channel, the Barcelona fan. The brother from ATL, man. Yeah, they're fuming, bro. So if you don't have internet, yeah. It's their talks. Yes, he's not live, but he's yeah. So we'll speak. Who else is live then? Oh, Judge Mo's live. Yeah, Judge Mo's losing it. Big up, man. I appreciate that. Hopefully you got unlimited data and I don't ruin everything. You know what I'm saying? If you only got 4 gigabytes of data, if you only got 4 gigabytes of data, you know them ones, and you just run out of data. I appreciate it. Yeah, you're good. Because I have this thing. What's it called? What's it called again, man? I don't even know what's this called. Is it Voy or something? Nah, Voice the scooter thing. Yeah, I just seen it. You followed me, big up TTM. Let me see. Would it say it? No. I'm on this. It's a university thing. Voxy. I'm on Voxy. Yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah, because you and I are the similar with this content thing. Yeah, we can't do it. So I'm on Voxy, innit? Which is that it's more based for uni students and whatever. So all social media doesn't eat from your the social media doesn't eat from your data. And YouTube, Amazon Prime, and some other things don't eat it. So I have 75 gigs of data, but I never use it because it's all social media is free, innit? Do you know what I'm saying? So I don't know why I have it, but I had to get that package because I think it's 15 quid. If you buy that package, it's like the gift backpacks, whatever they're on gift cards. You get those things only with the 15 and up. You don't get it with the below. So I bought that. My phone 24/7. And bro, you and I are the same, yeah. We just channel hop. We go wherever the redirect takes us. You know that ones. Cross cleared again. Oh my days, bro. What was that? He can't be offside. Vinny offside. He's offside. Yeah, bro. Vinny's giving people the eyes. But be honest, if you think about it, as soon as Hook's stream ends, I will redirect you to never a foul. Boom, you are never a foul. The only people that I don't want, like, it doesn't matter what happens, I'm on their thing. That's what I'm saying. My thing is though, there's some because obviously we watch Francis channel most of the time. So my timetable at certain days, we don't miss those shows. So the Lewis show, the what's the other guy's name? The first show on a Monday. Every day you get one person in it. So I don't care who else I'm watching. I'm skipping whoever show it is when I get that notification that tells me Rance is live. I'm dipping now to watch that. Um, so it's weird because you think about it. Monday you got Midday Life with Saeed, one of the earliest shows, and then just before that ends, you can either go. I think he redirects you to George's Durag Diaries, or he moves you to who's the other guy. He'll redirect you there, and then sometimes what you can do is you can watch Troops because Troops has his show with Monts and everyone, yeah. And then later on, if you haven't been redirected anywhere, Rance would be live then. So boom, you go to watch the Rance. He has the Don show, the guy with the show with Don and X, Y, and Z. And bro, you just go from channel to channel. The only time I watch other people's channel is whoever posts early. So before everyone else that we watch go live. You might have a Never a Foul. You might have a Hooks. He likes to go live early. Jay the Hotspur Cave, my brother. He goes early. He goes live early. And if you want to watch a West Ham fan, you got Mike's, and he goes either during the day or it's late with Prime. Latimer's Prime. He goes live with him as well. Yeah. Me and Don, when we had Poch, me and Don used to fight people off on Twitter all the time because they wouldn't look at what someone's doing wrong, or if the player is being affected whilst we're being around him, they just never like the player that's there. So you might have that at your club now, but I have it with my club. Everyone wanted, a lot of players wanted Olise. Oh, sorry, a lot of fans wanted Olise, and I wanted Olise, but we didn't get Olise. Whether it was because he wanted Champions League football or we didn't offer him the money, whichever one it is, innit? I understand that. But I don't like that you take that anger out on the player. What has the player done to you? So, and I'm talking about the player we have at the club now. If he's doing well, praise him. If he's not doing well, tell us what he's not doing well. The problem is that what they are doing now is, oh no, you know, he's rubbish. If we should have just got Elise, blah blah blah. And it's like, bro, there's some things you just can't, we can't do anything about. And it's similar. They take the anger out on a Sancho. We all know Sancho is not a goal scoring winger. Like, he's not like one of them. He's not a similar profile like a Leao. What's his name? This winger. What's the other winger's name? I forgot his name. The Williams guy. All of those runners that just run. 20. Their whole thing's direct. Run straight at goal, chop and shoot. Garnacho, all of them play. He's more of a link up player. And TTM, they didn't know this about Xerxes either. They didn't know this about Xerxes. I was on Lewis's channel when we were linked to Garnacho in January, and I said, and that was the time when he got booed off Newcastle. Was it Newcastle? That game he got booed off. And I told everyone, if we had to shop at United by force, so we were forced to only buy a player from United, yeah, man said the hatred runs too deep. Even when he's happy, it's just hatred. Yeah, it's weird, you know. Even us, you know what it is? I got United fans coming up to me and saying, he's not playing good at your club. I'm like, bro, oh, you better send me that 25 million. And I said, listen, I know you lot are starving at United in terms of the money thing and all of that. Don't worry, bro. That 25 million for a Sancho is nothing. He is highly rated in Europe. So as long as you can get the money from someone over at Europe, you're chilling if it comes to selling him. And it's not a fair debate because he's been our best winger this season. Out of all the wingers we've had, he's been the best winger. But he's the one that gets cooked the most because he doesn't shoot. And I was like, what? So you're telling me he doesn't miss the chances and all of that? How does that work? The player's left and you're getting money for him. So because there's so much interest in the Sancho thing, the news has come out that apparently there's something on that contract that allows us to not pay that whatever, pay 5 million and we can keep the player, I mean, give the player back or something. When have you ever heard that? That's probably just to cause news, innit? Just to keep talking about it. But other than that, and you know when Sancho's form dropped off? When the whole team's form dropped off. And if you look at it, he's played with a target man at Dortmund. He had Haaland. When he came to United, he had, I think, was it Ronaldo? He had Martial, who he used to link with. He's always had players up front to link up with. Now he doesn't have players to link up with. Forced to the play. Oh my days. Hendrick. Yeah, people are crying, you know. Yeah. But this is what I'm saying. So I don't argue with this whole Sancho thing anymore. I'm like, cool. Send him back. All those people that say send him back is because they just hear what other people got to say about them and they don't make their own decisions about someone, which is what I don't rate anyway. And going back to Xerxes, I said if we had to buy someone from whoever that team was that I'm talking about, yeah, from United, if we went for Xerxes, I would have been fine with it because we need a striker. Someone could play up front. Most of our players are good at link up anyway. it would help anyway. But no, 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 no. I got laughed at. I was like, bro, what are you talking about? Like, he's not. I don't think he's rubbish. He got all the fundamentals. He knows what he's doing. No, 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 no. Xerxes. 2 weeks later, yeah, when all the United fans loved Xerxes, people are saying, yo, actually, Xerxes a baller. Yo, I'll give Lewis credit. He didn't do it. It was other people that are usually on his panel, yeah. But he was so funny because I was like, bro, why are we going for Garnacho? Garnacho is the only player that I've ever been linked with, my club's ever been linked with, that I didn't want, that I genuinely wanted to cry about when I found out we're linked with him. I said we'd have a great window if we end the window without buying him. That's how bad it was. But if you think about it, all the players that are good at link up or actually have ability and they're very good players as footballers, they always get pushed out of United. I don't know how you feel about Anthony, and it might trigger some part in you that, you know, especially if you don't like him. But I told people, yeah, as soon as before Anthony's left, when it was the rumors about him leaving, I was on Northside channel and I told them when Anthony leaves, wherever he goes, he will cook next. Ah, Martinelli 1v1, he scored. Martinelli just scored. And these men are playing so high up, they just caught them on the count. 2-1 Arsenal, mate. Yeah, he was the only player I didn't want. And I said Anthony will cook because I spoke to Ajax fans, yeah, and they knew that. They said to me, we've never seen him play that bad this season. Yeah, yeah, exactly. So he's good. He has good fundamentals, but it's just I was expecting this manager to give him a chance at least, but he just wanted him gone for some reason. I thought maybe give him a chance. He's new or whatever, but it didn't happen, innit? But then for as soon as he leaves, he's playing with a smile and he's doing his thing. He's more of an entertainer. Like even at Ajax, that's what he was doing. His whole thing was, I'm gonna play, but I'm gonna try to entertain everyone. As soon as he became a meme because of rival fans in England, because remember the social media thing with rival fans, everyone wants to laugh at each other. Oh, fidget spinner, oh, this, and that. Sometimes those things make your own fan base turn on that player because they feel embarrassed. So-called embarrassment, innit? So, yes, exactly. I understand what you're saying as well, where you get so tired of a player. We had the same with Mudryk. But I knew that Mudryk, he has a lot. He's talented. I don't remember seeing anyone with his pace for a while at Chelsea. Yeah. His pace is mad. And okay, on the putter, he never really got a chance, and that's when we had that big squad. Yeah, when Aubameyang was sitting, they didn't know where to play them. There was no bench and blah blah blah. The locker room was too small, and then he didn't get a chance under Lampard. He had his that whole comp that you usually see of him in his debut, that was on the putter. And then he literally went straight to Poch. Never played under Lampard. Went to Poch. Poch playing him in the half space on the left. So when the ball's going across to the left wing, he's not playing as a touchline winger. He's playing in the half space, literally like almost an 8. So when the ball comes over, there's 2 players on him straight away, and they get the ball off him. He's not in space. He's out of space. But he's still young. The game has ended, people. Arsenal are through to the semi-finals, or is it quarter-finals? I don't even know. I'm not even in the Champions League. You know what I'm saying? They went to the next step, mate. That's what we're gonna call it, the semis. And yeah, man. Yeah, semis. That's it. But at the same time, this has always been my thing when it comes to that. Just give the guy a chance. He's played there. Cool, he's missed a lot of chances. But then I thought, you know what, you can use him as an impact sub. So if Sancho's not direct enough, hook him, you know what I'm saying, during the game. If it doesn't work, and then you just bring him on, and we've seen it this season, yeah, on against Nottingham Forest on that, bro, man ran full pitch in like seconds, and then just crossed it in, and then Kunku missed. But this is what's been disappointing with him is because he's improved, and then he just went. Yes, and if you think about it, Mudryk only played a couple of games in pro as a player, in terms of before during Shakhtar and all of that stuff, and then from there he went to obviously came to Chelsea, whatever. His family apparently still lives in Ukraine. He's moved to a whole new country. Do you know what I'm saying? Has to adjust to the Premier League. He's not playing, then he's playing, then he's getting given his opportunity. This season, as much as people don't want to talk about it, if you watch Conference League, and I know it's the Conference League and all that stuff, he started to get his confidence up and it started showing in the league when he was coming off the bench. And then boom, he gets hit with that weird doping or whatever that thing situation is, and we never heard of him since, bro. But we could do with him right now, like, as in someone to just able to just bring something different, tired legs and stuff like that. But we got Pedro Neto just spamming it. That's what I'm saying. At least come out and say he's been done, and you know what, he was guilty or not guilty. All I know is he got Pogba's lawyer, and that's it. Do you know what I mean? That's it. So yeah, man. They're waving at Don Robbie and them, man. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, Rudiger, it's time to come back to Chelsea, mate. We need a centre back anyway. Come back. I mean, it's well deserved, but I mean, what they done in that first leg is what brought them over the line here. If they came here with a slender lead, they could have struggled, but they done their thing. Big up. I'm ending the stream anyway, man. Listen, big up everyone that tuned in. Big up TTM. Big up AJ as well for turning up. You two have a good night, man. I'll see you in the next stream, or see you in some other streams that, you know what I mean, tomorrow or something in the chat. Big up to everyone. Arsenal goes through to the semi-finals. Barca's playing Inter, and Arsenal are playing PSG. Yeah, man, there's been some good ties that we've seen in the Champions League recently, especially with all the teams that we've seen. And yeah, man, I think those games that are coming up are going to be a real test. Inter's going to be a real big test for Barcelona, and it ended 2-2, 4-3 on aggregate, and Bayern Munich are out. Do you know what I mean? And PSG, I think PSG will do it. As good as Arsenal's been in terms of how they're playing, they'll. In my opinion, I think they'll be good enough to beat them. I don't know why, bro. The way Martinez, they showed the other game, Martinez literally headlock company and is just chatting to him. You know what I mean? And he's talking to everyone else like he's done something. You know what I mean? What's this? So Bayern Munich will make it. Bayern Munich will make it to the final, which is hosted at their own in Munich. So we'll see what happens. Listen, I'm gonna end the stream. Big up to everyone, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.